In August, UNHCR released a non-return advisory for Afghanistan calling for a halt to forced returns. Can you tell us, describe the conditions for us that the displaced Afghans are living in right now? What sort of facilities are they living in? What sort of support are they getting from either the Taliban government or from the international community?
Well, let me unpack a bit this important issue. Uh, the UN estimates that there's about 9 million displaced people in the country. They have been displaced over the years by so many factors: drought, natural disasters, and conflict. 3.5 million at least by conflict. So that's a huge, one of the biggest, perhaps the biggest displacement situation inside the country of any country in the world. Then you have refugees outside the country. There are at least 6 million Afghans in neighboring countries, in Iran and Pakistan in particular. 2.5 million, about a little less, are registered as refugees, and the others have other types of status. And then you have Afghans in many other countries, in Turkey, in Europe. The diaspora is very big. So what we said to everybody, to people, to countries hosting Afghans outside the country, is don't send anybody back at the moment. The situation is too fragile. And what we're doing for displaced people inside the country, we're giving them humanitarian assistance because many of them are homeless, for example. They need shelter, they need food, they need healthcare. And we are also helping those that opt for going back to their provinces of origin. And as I said, some of them are doing that. So it's a very fluid situation. One more point, if I may, which is very important, looking to the future. I am usually very prudent in my forecasts. But if the social and economic situation of the country is not tackled quickly, I foresee much bigger movements once the winter season ends and travel conditions become easier. It's a very real risk. And here I have to add a very important point. Humanitarian assistance that I have spoken about can keep the country going for a while, can keep the people going for a while, but it's not going to be enough. Remember, because of the Taliban takeover, development assistance has been frozen. There's no cash resources circulating in the country. There's a lot of problems linked to sanctions and other political measures. Now, this needs to be revisited. I understand why those measures are in place, but I think they need to be balanced against the fact that the country needs to function, needs to offer a minimum of basic services to its people. Otherwise, if that is not resolved, I foresee almost without any doubt that we will see larger internal displacement and also displacement across the borders to neighboring countries and maybe beyond.